grand finals point, as both teams locked 1-1 in the standings.
This will give them the room they need. I mean, right now it's pretty much locked into a normal best of 3, right? Both teams standing at 1-1, even things out, and that's a luxury that LGG could afford. Dropping that first map won't be the biggest of stresses, given their map advantage. As we kick things off into Overpass here, we're going to be seeing a pretty fast play in towards B. Smokes are in as well. They're going to make their way up short.
Oh, immediate goose. Okay, through the smoke. LGG has blood in the water, and leaping in, though. Again, these pistol rounds for Timbermen are just so deadly, and Cal, 2 headshots, trying to turn it into a third. Now it has to be a clutch from Droid. The Glock running low, a team kill, though. Nero onto Dare, 2 HP versus 7 HP, and Nero's going to get it. Timbermen find themselves the pistol round.
And even, you know, the initial stage is kind of going wrong right there. MBG starting that execute out with an immediate headshot. That was the entry they were hoping for, but it wasn't the kill. It wasn't enough to deal with the stack that Timberman had, so they do kick things off with the pistol. They do force LGG into a full eco. Without that bomb plant, they're just going to kind of upgrade some deagles here and there. Try and deal with this.
So, pistols out for the Snakes Den. It will actually be granted short control. It does always get weird when someone is able to just walk up short and get themselves a look in towards the site itself. That drop was heard. I would expect this to be spotted. In the meantime, though, a little brawl out towards long. That is the bomb on the ground over there, I believe. There is feeling confident. Swinging wide. And a couple tags in, just only light whittling away. So Dare able to make some cash here, continually swinging. Feeling confident here. Pulls out the USB though at range, and I'm not necessarily sure. Okay, MP9 giving up. Not the end of the world, but if Snav falters here, things get odd.
Still standing tall on the site. Defense recovery. Teammates have arrived onto the scene in Carson.
Oh, that wasn't the bomb. Never mind. It wasn't the bomb dropped long. I always forget to look in towards spawn and see where the bomb is.
Always gotta look and spawn. Carson's picked up that dude. He's like, guys, I'll meet you at the site. Don't you worry, just gotta get this. Stay alive. Stay alive, would you?
Ow! Oh! No, not given a chance. Not given a chance to capitalize on that, but at deal shot sure feels dopamine in the veins as, well, Snakes Den, that was their full eco. They will get the guns out.
You gotta make a move on here with the rifles. Give them that somewhat freebie round. I will say they didn't make it look too free with some of the shots they've been hitting. But Dare's gonna go instantly for the glass cannon. Again, another interesting decision here, as this roster is certainly one that doesn't need the AWPs to be rattling off, but will have that luxury to kick things off. Got a deep connector spot. He's gonna look to maybe help out his teammates over in short.
Gonna use that avenue to get away. He knows that A side of the map is compromised. Doesn't want to lose his AWP so early on in the round. So the rest of the Snakes Den will be in their default out towards the party position. Everything very, well, it's very quiet. That's what I will say. Lack of smokes, not many flashes. Taking the space that's handed to them.
Have Dare playing a passive approach, but they do have a close rotator as well. In towards heaven, you're going to actually see Nero join forces here in that A bomb site. Snav is spotted to play out towards left planter, so things become complicated. There's rattled an op shot off, but the trades are in, and they're holding down steady. Misses coming through from the op of Dare, and still MBG's finding everything, every last entry. A triple up from him. And Kel's going to arrive onto the scene a little too late. Almost certain save call has to be in the mix there, but he'll find his first inbound. Vulcan going to drop. We'll see if that encourages it any far forward. No, Carson's going to best him with the AWP and get them on the board early.
Carson going to hand over the AWP, probably down to Vulcan. And so, back into the things as Timbermen, but, you know, the little damage that they did deal during that eco round, forcing 2 rebuys, you see that Dare and Nero are down to only pistols. Vulcan can be there to just farm them up. Snap, aggressively in the party. Going to be forced away for the moment. Volley's good. 3 players here, though. Beside problems. MBG unable to connect. Shane hits the double dink. Opening advantage. Carson has other ideas. Out monster. Slow creep. No one's facing just yet. Eventually, he's actually snuck underneath the nose of Kel. And now wrapping the entirety of the site. Castanero unawares and gets both of them with Kel up on the railing spotted. Snap, there is a gap in that, but Vulcan also has one to work with. It goes both ways, and Carson as well spins around for Shane. A triple kill on the round for Carson. And 1v4 is just food for Brett. Snakes Den strike. And they will sink that economy for Timbermen.
Able to strike twice right there. And that's the key. Breaking the money. And again, with 2,400 on the loss bonus, you're not in a position to double save here. You can get those USPs out, get a rifle round into the next. That's exactly what we're going to see Timbermen elect to do. So this one should be a relatively free. Not even the deagles that you have to worry about, right? They even stray away from that, which can be so terrifying on this Timbermen team. Nade stacks don't do enough damage there. Not enough to deter them.
Out here phasing smokes right now. And committed. But blasted. Side by Brett. Who's been, honestly, Brett has been on a tear today. Despite losing the last map, he was big on the multi-kills. See what Shane can do. Wow. E250s. Those hurt out in the open as Brett. Information, though, onto numerous players. And so, Carson will mosey on into the B site, very deep into graffiti. And so, such an advanced angle, surely not very clearable.
Yeah, this one's going to be still super tricky, but again, it's not easy at all. For the Snakes Den roster, Vulcan going to op him out. Jerry's going to help out with the rifle, so Nero, whether you walk away with this or not, a pretty decent chunk of damage done. With such limitations on your investment, you'll be somewhat happy. I mean, Shane with the P250 was able to find 2 kills, so a little bit of damage before you head into this next gun round. No op for Dare, though. And that might be a big factor.
So, on the board here, that is a full smoke tossed in, but it does allow Dare to push all the way in. He is going for the benches right now. Dare fighting out, but Brett hits another blazing fast shot, and Droid 2 finds Nero. Brett knows he is just outflanked this party player. A genius move from Brett has gotten them this round. It is in the palm of their hands. The A site might just be open for business, but Shane is able to come back in rotation here, Cole.
Shane's joined forces, but wisely, Brett's hit the brakes just a little bit. He's going to allow his teammates to group up. And there is plenty of time in the clock, so the discipline for Brett is so key. He's going to try and let his teammates group up, maybe cause some presence, maybe cause some concern in this B site, and it's certainly done that. Shane's a little bit non-committal towards this A site defense. He's going to soon join forces, but now he's going to smoke out. Now he's going to start to commit. As a heaven smoke comes in, Brett's going to take free reign. Brilliant mispositioning here, forcing the CTs to transfer
perfect.
elsewhere.
Wow. This is good.
Lovely.
Perfectly played here from Brett. Positionally played from Brett. Specifically, the first shot onto Dare, YOLOing it into playground is one thing, but being able to outmaneuver the remaining defense and understanding a situation, it's a very well played round. That's why he's been around at the top tier 2 for a while now, has Brett.
Yeah, it's been a pretty common figure in that sense, that's for sure. And that's just such a cool round, really. I mean, you just love to see that level of effort put into, 2-on-3s work out in that exact manner, right? Forcing the fact that you have a extremely uncomfortable CT side that almost certainly has to make either a proactive play or a gamble stack by just throwing a heaven smoke alone and getting Brett tucked in close by. Just works out far too well.
Four to two. Snakes Den bringing Timbermen down to an eco. And we know what the CT side of the Timbermen on Overpass is supposed to do. I mean, this team, generally speaking, has been very CT-sided throughout this event. Oh, timing! Oh, man. It hurts.
That's a victory for Vulcan, man. The fact that his head is not clean off his shoulders is, at least quite exciting.
They're just gonna keep going. Nobody will be in connector.
This is a bold move, but again, he has a deep control of the map held in the palm of his hands right now, and no one can go down that ladder without risking their life.
As a result, he's actually going to... It's going to be a stack of the B site right now for the Timbermen. You know, NBG, oh, he's on the hunt. He's making so much noise doing this, though, and clearing the corner. Dare is just going to find a sitter onto NBG.
It's a freebie.
But Carson walking out, playing a dangerous game here. He is untradeable. Boy, guy has aim. It'll back up that decision making. And also in the meantime, they have overrun the A site completely. Carson trying to stop some of these rotates. Brett has already made his way into this truck corner once again. There is no getting onto the site here. They're just baiting. Just baiting. Make them try to force a move out of them. Dare's gonna push on through. He'll go down. Inside that bank zone is Hell. Probably more likely than not to stave that M4 rather than contest this round, though.
Getting to that max loss bonus point, so not the end of the world if he drops, right? But certainly nice to have some extra cash in the back of your pocket. You just gotta stick around for potentially far too long with exits.
He will go down
mind.
to the bomb here. Keep in mind, he will have to run and drop out of heaven. Help. He might be able to survive like on the outside of heaven.
He's good.
Okay. Yeah, now he's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
Just making sure he could stick around enough to catch anyone heading his way, but very cautious, very safe. Or Snakes Den not going to stick around too long.
There we go. Just good positional placement. Being able to kind of work the map. Timbermen kind of getting juked out on their rotations a bit by the Snakes Den. Trying to solve that on a gun round now. See what they're bringing to the table. Two-man A setup, more or less the stock standard approach. Trying to see what Snap can find. Well, that could be on the money. It's close. Good chip damage on deploy throughout the round.
Good short control maintained here from Kel. And the rest of Timbermen, at least they're grabbing that. But again, this is some very far forward positioning from Brett, who's looked very comfortable in his A side attempts. Resoundingly successful. Smoke's certainly a little bit off the mark there.
You know, in a way, it actually kind of benefits him because he can't actually get spotted by Kel.
It's quite nice.
In the meantime, though, Dare's just found Brett and Kel. Oh, he'll have could have an opportunity. He might have had an opportunity. They've just circumvented the entire short play here by pushing through Monster. They are out and about. Nero is under pressure. Shane cannot complete the kill on NBG. Nero into the pit. Traded out. Keldo flanking, gets double. 1v2 here for Droid. Wants to get proactive, but no one has a man on his side. Fighting problems, and Kel will walk away with the double kill at the end of the day.
There's a bombardment of utility thrown out there to make that round near impossible for Droid to isolate any of those fights. So, in that 1v2, really well put together, playing it with maximum caution, because they know that Droid is quite a worthy opponent, right? He's going to be one to clutch that if you give him an inch.
3. Droid, yeah, definitely a man to do those type of rounds. He's a pretty, I would say he's a great CT side rifler, very active. In a lot of these rounds, definitely could have. Of course, being on half HP doesn't really help the war effort there for Jordan. Passive connector seems to be the order of the day, and Snav is going to spam down Carson immediately as they try to take fast short control. There's quite the cost paid to do that.
Yeah, they don't just lose one person, they get Droid down to 16 HP as well, so there's a lot going on. Brent, though, spotted out the head. He had one opportunity, but he's just missed it. Could have a little bit more as he gets that lurk smoke down, but he needs to find some quick shots here. Well, has arrived onto the scene. There's a smoke for that molly to avoid any of that stress there onto Shane. No problems just yet, but Brett has been able to make his way towards opposite barrel here.
He's actually crawling up, but an excellent shot there from Nero. Vulcan. Punish him. Oh, he's not spotted. He was not spotted there. Back turn. Biggest thing, and missed shot there from Dare. Droid will capitalize, even being on such low HP. If he can get anything more, that would be massive. Some extra damage, some tags landed. Call comes in that there's a player from Bank. He needs to do more as a tag landed on Akel, but no kill. Although is ready to potentially still come through. Excellent flashbang, suppressed, but still a chance to fight. Fires off. MBG also doing good work, still baiting out these players who are just all looking to spill out from dumpster right now. 17 seconds. All three at the dumpster position at the moment. Looking to plant in towards the back. It's just bait go. They're waiting for all the kills. MBG though on the quick switch, and Shane is gonna pull off the 1v2.
Oh no. Might have thought he had a chance to plant the bomb, right? You know, maybe there's one more player flanking up. Didn't expect that third. Didn't expect 3 players to come flying up the stairs right there. But still, it's another close round clutched out from Timbermen. Trying to close the distance. But no round has been clean. That's another round that comes down to a clutch situation that Timbermen needed to capitalize on. And they have been able to do so. As the bank continues to run dry, LGG, they keep the buys up. And that's a big deal, because if they're able to break the economy, if they're able to win one of these, and they'll be off to a hot start. They'll be able to really string some momentum off the back of that. They've done a great work to drop Dare early here.
And they know that there's a player in connector. They can circumvent the issue here. Force a commitment off players of the B site. Just run right past and don't even challenge that. Meantime, that's a little bit of a spam battle from the B site. Oh, snap. Able to resurface and find Droid. Hero. Don't catch Brett, but traded as he should be. Deservedly. 3 versus 3. MBG is actually going to keep going on this too. Into bank. And I love this. They start to realize this possibility here, but a big off angle being played and perfect crosshair placement. MBG. And he resurfaces and gets the extras too. MBG with a 3K so far on the round. And Snap. 1v2. What? Oh man, a headshot. Sit down MBG to turn this 1v3 into a round. Timberman, but it's planted right for him. Snap's scrambling for a smoke. He'll actually get a kit to his name. It's just a fake, and Snap's gonna hit the headshot anyways. And that's gonna be Timberman making it 5-all.
That's it done. Snap another 1v1 clutch. That round was, it seems so much more winnable. I mean, they had to pull back from the brink right there. They had so much going for them. LGG might finish the job. That is Snap breaking the hearts right there. A 1v3 pulled off from him.
Start this one off at least. And for the party default, but this time around, Vulcan is past the molly. He's throwing flashes high. Connector control established. Players in towards short. Kel is down to 11 points of health.
Caught some spam there. Carson did quite a bit of damage. And actually, MPG, or rather Carson, able to find that opening, making a lot of noise there. What?
Ooh, what?
Fucking
On.
sit snap down. And Carson's gonna find even more. Kel's down low. Shane, he's the last man that's somewhat healthy, looking to offer up a defense here, but the numbers are closing in upon him. He has to do a whole lot more than this one. And they double swing. Quick trade delivered. Fell low. And he'll get spammed down from Carson.
Shadow advantage. Genuinely what he had in his favor right there for Carson, and he's able to just nail him. Snakes Den just absolutely sit down. Put Timbermen in their place. With that kind of round. Gives them a reminder of who they're playing against, why they have a map advantage up here. And Timbermen are going to have to bend the knee and take an eco.
Yeah, I mean, so many clutch factors were consistent there from Timbermen that they were never able to build up an economy despite winning. I believe that's 3 or 4 in a row they've been able to gather. So they're on eco very quickly, and in double save territory as well. I mean, I don't even know if they'll get a good investment in the next. BG hears a world of the footsteps, and not go for it just yet.
Vulcan is also just holding for short aggression at the moment. Patience will pay dividends. As a teammate and Carson clears out the B side, that should be the kind of the realization that they are mostly into short. Okay. Shane does actually drop the hop of Vulcan for just a moment. But outside of that, that's far from catastrophic just yet. MBG getting only in behind that smoke. That actually could spread to Kel. He is a little shady there. That will spread to Kel, and he will be finished off. Dare 1v3. Good shot. Don't make it a double, and they won't. LGG Snakes Den now 7-5 right now. T side of Overpass 2.
Yeah, this is good from Snakes Den. Carrying over. A lot of impact here in the first half. They needed this good T side. This has been what Timbermen have kind of thrived in. Those CT sides have been where they have made a lot of their rounds, made a lot of their victories in this lower bracket. And so the fact that they're keeping them nice and tame on overpass involved maps is pretty impressive. That's bounced the wrong way there. Volley not quite connecting. And that's 2 mollies out of their pocket with not much utility. You really can't be affording those missed nades. Doesn't seem like they'll get punished for it. Oh.
Alright, Carson
still
as
able
well.
to grab that control.
Carson. Oh, this boost is going to be working out. Yep. You don't see it work out often, but when it does, it feels good. Nero walks right into the angle of Carson. Now that's B-side very, very flimsy, but Kel and Shane and Snav and everyone putting it the whole together for Timbermen. Quickly 4 kills in an instant. Losing this round to rest.
You kind of see the rush that takes place from Snakes Den. They find that pick with the boost, but then they very quickly.
Dare's thinking of knifing him. He's gonna get knifed.
Oh. Oh.
Nice try, buddy! Vulcan's got his number.
Oh, that is surreal. Loves to see it. Vulcan, anything else you gather? He's hanging on for dear life. Might find another exit on his way out. He has to stay alive or die before time right now. That's the key, and this is looking a little bit dicey.
I think. Yeah, he's going down after. Timbermen. Taking that, adding some salt to it. He does have 3,600. It's not like the end of the world. It's not like it's a fit. He's on a Glock, no armor. And actually, he'll get dropped over an AK just fine. So, buy back in for the Snakes Den. 7-6. Back
I guess
out
that's
for
a good
Dare,
sign.
though. Yeah.
Did have a little bit of extra reserves in there.
Oh, I
avoided
see.
the knife.
That is a +1. We're just getting knocked down immediately by grenades. Or it just cops too. Right off the rip. Already sitting 4v5. Carson, though, wants to make a move up short. Dealing. Can't see. Gets himself out to the sandbags. It's such a powerful position.
Especially if they start to press the issue here towards A. If you ever start to feel uncomfortable, the common reaction for the CT side is just try and retake short control here. So if he's just able to blindside one with this position, that could be huge.
Maybe looking to also transition this one into a B-side play. They have the advanced positioning of one, but there is a 3-man setup. Still, though, no mollies to force out the barrels player. Kel just jumps running with a Molotov of his own. He's gonna molly out to short, and that'll actually force off Carson. They're gonna still pop out onto the site. They're getting a grenade there. Brett trying to deal some extra damage. Kel is running through the smoke, and that is great, to say the least. Oh, Shane, though, from barrels and expectations are already here, but what a shot. Carson, a double spray down. Can he put it together, though? Dare drops him. Carson, 2. And he will get dropped in the end by Snap. 7-all right now. Timbermen still rolling up the CT side, but honestly, 7 rounds for the Snakes Den on the T side might just be plenty enough here.
Yeah, I think they've hit a bit of a comfort point for the T side of Overpass, where they can certainly feel confident heading into the second half. Heading into that CT side is a guarantee. They still have a chance to find one more. They still have a chance to win the half if they're able to close this one out. But I feel like Timbermen have kind of recovered. They found their footing in denying a couple of these rounds where they found a big picks out. Not a lot of B-rush to close out half, though. A pretty entertaining way to end things off. And Carson's moved all past the utility alongside the rest of his team. The Tech-9's raiding on now. One and making a double. Tech-9's doing so much, but Snap has an answer. He has 2 right back. A lot of damage being done for both ends of things. Making it about as even.
Snap still here on the flank. He's turned it back into a monster play, and he'll find the headshot on the Vulcan. The double entry here for Carson. Gone to waste, as MBG's also found out. It is 8-7 here. Working for the Timbermen. And we'll still mention, though, 7 rounds on T-side overpasses. Not bad at all.
Pretty solid stuff. Great work in the first half there. You have Carson having a lot of impact in that, and he was, you know, an individual alongside Droid on that CT side. You know, you got a very nice duo of Vulcan with the op and Droid with the A1S that we saw yesterday on that A side, and I imagine that will come into fruition versus Timbermen. So many cool setups that they can bring to the table, and expect that to carry forward. That's why we kind of have a lot of confidence in the Snakes Den roster despite losing half slightly.
So, beginning the CT side. Old Faithful in the pistol. Carson's going to get the spot out towards the A side. No insane headshots hit just yet. He will draw 1 rotation back and actually a short push. They're actually going to pop out through Monster, and Vulcan is caught switching between weapons. Now the short play, they could deny this plant very easily at the moment, but yep. Not ready for it just yet. Shane will find Brett, however. MBG still left to fight out. The bomb is still on the field. Heaven smoke bait. Both players pop out, and Carson gets a nice double kill. No, MBG not ready for the flank around. It has to be Carson. 1v2. Tapping away. Oh. What a shot onto Shane, though. Carson still tearing up the server. He knows what Shane Snap is too. Drops him down to 12. It's armorless on Snap. Keep that in mind. A body shot will do it. Even at this range. Not giving up the game here is Carson. Snav. Oh, Blue drops down. Snav, though, pushes the issue, and Carson is gonna get it. He'll have time for that defuse, plenty of it. And that is the pistol round victory here for the Snakes Den.
It's a wild round from Carson right there, but he does pick up where he left off in the first half with a lot of impact, a huge 3K, some snappy shots to close things out for Snakes Den. Of course, though, the bomb plant will encourage investments here from Timbermen. AKs in the mix there. They got Galils. Snav could even afford an AK of his own if he wanted to get that lacking hit Kevlar. He's having himself quite a good game, so he will go for the Galil.
So, all right. Timbermen still working with a very potent purchase, that's for sure. Lack of utility, though, is a concern. 2 smokes, probably about to be 3 as Kel's going to purchase up utility. But distinct lack of flashes. Might have to be a quicker play here from the Timbermen. Couldn't be sure, though. Adol win this round for the Snakes Den, and this game is theirs for sure. Yeah, they are gearing up for a bit of a quicker play here, Cole.
Kind of what you want to do when you know that you don't have much utility to work with, right? You do want to go for the aggressive movements. And B does have a pretty sturdy defense, but it is a couple MP9s and short control that they have gathered. They're just going to go straight through the smoke.
That monster Shane trying to contact NBG, though, 1 for 1. Brett down to 61. And to be the recipient of a molly and over 610. Gets blasted by Nero. Goes for the wide swing. Big shot to hit. Vulcan wants to send a jumping MP9 and he gets a double kill out of it. Also, Kel being low does hurt their odds. Snav going to back away. Now they realize that this site is completely open, but Snavgun's an important one onto Droid. Carson 1v2. Knows that Snav is there. Wallbang's even coming through. Kel so low. He's made his way into the site. And Carson, I think he knows this. He knows exactly just this, but he does not have a kit right now. He's not going to have time to defuse this bomb, and a force buy victory is in for the Timbermen.
Oh boy. Answer swift coming through from the Timbermen. Comes down to a 1v1. Carson's been dealt so many different clutches, but this time he's not going to win out on it. Overwhelming factor. There was many attempts at the heroics, but I think the trades were just far too quick there. Timbermen, they had so many fast replies, so many punishments for the overextensions that came through from Snakes Den. So everything according to plan there in the force spy attempt, and that'll bolster up the chances despite lesser CT half. That's a nice shot from Shane, though.
Back on. These pistols, Droid 5-7. Here's gonna run him down. Just clearing out connector here for the Timbermen by force. And they'll be able to sprint onto the A site uncontested. Not really a competitive round. What he's got here. 1 by 1. Going down there, a bit ambitious. I'll say that. Rounds up the Galil. Does Brett. Gonna deal with him though. Nice double headshot. He does have the high headshot percentage here, does Shane. 9-8 now. Rocking for the Timbermen. All of a sudden, now this game begins to get weird.
It's a whole lot more interesting now that they're able to recover that. You could have seen Snakes Den walk away with a CT side that looked very comfortable if they were just able to convert onto that anti-force spy that was thrown at them. But now we get to see Timbermen keep themselves in a lead. Get a little bit of a cushion on their T side here. That's for certain. They're going to walk a little bit towards this long side stack. This isn't something you see every day. Usually you see everyone hovering around closed fountain, but certainly not 5 players just sitting in long bathrooms.
Yeah, some teams might just lazily run their anti-ecos just 5 players out towards A long. Is always a possibility. Up connector. The Timbermen, see if the stack even gets tested. They are going to move out. Moment. Where the possibility. They are actually going to begin this walk up to the A side, but they're just pushed through the smoke. There are players. There's a 3-man flank on this play. Shane is gonna go down. There, multiple players on his plate and just runs into the brunt of the attack. That's the bomb on the ground. Or is it? Nope, never mind. Jesus, I'm always faked out by the HUD. I'm faked out by the HUD every single time. Like the numbers that are faded out look like the bomb on the minimap. It's picked up in the spawn. So lucky us. Lucky for Timbermen. But oh man. Brett with a big one, a blazing fast one. So the bomb will reconvene out. A boost in towards spawn. Oh, what a shot from Snap. Very clean on the A1S. But both these two remaining players armed with AKs. And trying this boost again. Trying to deny it. So close on the Snap. Oh, now these armorless players just lined up at the A1S. Timbermen will clean house, but man, these rounds are dangerous.
Very, very scary right there. Snakes Den has an opportunity to win a full USP round. And you gotta see where that that long plate works. I almost thought that they potentially were expecting a stack towards B after seeing no control in any sort of bathrooms, but the aggression worked out perfectly for Snakes Den. Good idea, just didn't quite close out in the execution. Vulcan's maintaining a lot of space with this AWP towards A. Hasn't spotted anything coming through Fountain, so it allows for his teammates to continue to press the issue. A lot of short control gather, but Snap's gonna go through his own smoke, try and test his upwards connector. Vulcan's there, and oh my god, that's a crazy headshot from him.
Snap this is probably his best map of the day so far. Carson, though, will pop up and refrag that one quickly. Timbermen have an idea of what the setup right now is. Snakes Den, they found the gap in the defense goal.
This is a very fast scaling up long. They do have Droid, who's in connector and starts to make his flank. I actually think they're going to bring another rotator as well. Carson's going to join forces, but not in time. They're already making their way up. They've already got themselves into a sight. Comes down to a multi-kill, but Brad, not expected. Out already. They'll go down. Carson does have a reply, but the site is compromised already.
Trying to drop some smokes, maybe to buy some space onto the site. MBG has joined forces, but the bomb gets planted. They're going to need that smoke on MBG for something. It in play, nor do they have Carson. Timbermen are taking over on the CT side, or rather the T side. They've gotten their first 5 rounds of the half. Rather, sorry, off the back of the win in the fours bite, they've gotten 4 straight. My bad. I can't count.
We know how it is in broadcast, and after a what is this, 7? Map number 7? Map number 7. Map number 7, right? Math gets harder and harder the longer that you cast. Probably a graph, but I'm not good enough at math to find it.
Math is pretty hard. I don't know why they made math. John Math, like, can you fix some things? Talk to the CEO of Math. Can we get like a new patch update for arithmetic? It's kind of boring and bland. We only got 4 symbols. You kidding me? Have you seen the calculus DLC? Pretty nuts. Ooh. This is the extent of my humor, folks. Tags up from Vulcan will shy away the T side. Monster, and okay, that's a nice little laser beam. Perfect tracking on the floating dare. Shane pushing up short too. He's only on 30 HP. Doesn't quite get found by MBG, but Droid will do the talking, especially combined with the scout of Vulcan inside of heaven. Brett leaping for his life. Kel will get the trade, 2v3. Hero.
Still have a good angle, but Nero just able to isolate Vulcan. They're looking to do some damage back, and they might
Carson,
not play short. They hear the water drop. They find the first kill. Carson's found another. He has armor, but Nero, man, the headshots are clean as ever. And so will the round count. Continuing to rise here for Timbermen. That is an incredible pullback, man. They come so close, but I feel like there's an individual in Timbermen that could always stomp the momentum out from Snakes Den.
Like, there's been rounds that Snap has had opportunities. Shane, Nero, Kel. I mean, Kel was like the superstar yesterday, just destroying everyone on lurks, but now you have 3 players you can count on for the Timbermen. The difficult one to overcome. Snakes Den, and jumping up Droid is spotted, but Vulcan will get some extra damage. Oh, and he's blocked up Nero. Do they think he's inside the smoke? I think they do. Oh, they might find Vulcan here. They might have an inkling. Or maybe they don't. Oh, Vulcan getting found from Connector. Or was it? Connector? Oh, from the top of party. Cleared behind this Kel. Very nicely done. Brett, though, coming in rotation. Nab one, but he needs extras. He needs to stay aggressive. Elusive. What?
Jeez.
That was the pixel angle he got him through.
Lightning fast right there. There's nothing you can do about that one. They are going to throw their full utility set on A, but it's all a ruse, and MBG has bit it hook, line, and sinker. He's going to try and make his way up heaven. He actually there's a smoke left, and well, maybe he would have liked that smoke to stay a little bit earlier because it gave Nero a chance to shut him down, man. What a shot.
Dude, I mean, I don't know what you can do. I was hyping up this Snakes Den CT side. But right now, it's just, I mean, it's only Carson really firing back. I mean, Vulcan on a couple of these rounds. Brett maybe too, but like, just in general, the multi-kill potential from these Timbermen players, their ability to thrive in these 1v1 duels are just too good. Vulcan's gonna try and make a play. That's something. Finding a weakness in the offense. Scampers away.
It's opening pick. It's been a long time since they found out Vulcan is going to double down. That might be a little bit of a morale booster right there. They got themselves into a 3-on-5, but now it just comes down to capitalizing off of this one. It's almost certain that they can do so. Brett making things even better, but Shane does give something back. Classic Timberman fashion, a quick headshot. There's some sort of control to be gathered towards them to getting flanked.
Oh, wait, but he's right underneath him. Vulcan. There you are. We'll be able to get Nav down it. Alrighty. Vulcan will just nab Shane through the smoke. And that will quickly. 14-9. Similar situation to Mirage, where LGG Snakes Den need to start a comeback, this time on the CT side.
Yeah, I mean, it's workable. They've proven to be a team that doesn't seem to give up too easy. They certainly had made Timberman fight for it on Mirage to find that 15 and 16 mark, so maybe this can be the start of something. It's exactly where they started off last time, so familiar territory. Boost is good. Carson nearly lands a transfer as well. They're just going straight for the fences, though. They do hit the pause button as the opening pick swings in the way of LGG.
Oh, whoa, what? Vulcan is gone. Hello. Minute 30 on the clock, and he's already pushed through their spawn. That is going to be some fire and fury from Vulcan. Just brazen. Doesn't see anything come from the fountain side. And he's already watching his back, too. He knows the potential of them being in connector. You ought to be moving here, because Vulcan has just gained your entire T side. Nero is found out as well. LGD Snake Den's hit themselves to double digits. What a round.
Oof. Yeah, that's a very fast flank. Vulcan, I think he's almost fed up with losing these CT rounds, man, because he has been such a proactive force. Now twice in a row. Finding himself another big multi-kill. Again, holding Timberman at this 14 mark. We'll see if they can try and pull off the comeback this time. They barely fell short last map. Utility neutral to go through the smoke. Oh my god, right into open picks. Euro and Snapdrop 2, and there's no trade.
I mean, there certainly can't be. There's 3 players. Just walking right into a firing squad. They're hoping that they're just gonna be running with some sort of utility out. Didn't realize that there are players very far back who are also just covering for the straight push. 3-on-5 from the rip. Timbermen are going to group up into Monster. It's a 5-man unit. There are 2 players here standing for the Snakes Den. They have superior weaponry. But, okay, you don't have Void anymore. NBG, what do you got? 1 deke down by Dare. And it's going to be map point hit by the Timbermen. Off the back of a straight Tech 9 Eagles rush.
And Vulcan, he's been a consistent factor in a couple of these rounds, but this time His task is a little too much to ask. Not being checked in just yet, Vulcan. Have a chance to find an exit or two. Maybe
no,
that'll...
he does not have a kit. No kit though on this. Unfortunately, he needs to try and dive in.
Whoa.
What? No, unbelievable. Oh, but Shane's gonna always hit the shot. He didn't have a kit though, so I'm not sure if he even had time for it. Still, what an effort there by Vulcan. But now Matt Point, Timbermen.
Oof, man. What a way to get it as well. I mean, they've just been winning so many of those rounds with, you know, a couple deagles, a little bit of armor upgraded in, and it's just enough for them to land a couple of nice shots, catch someone overextending. That's exactly what Snakes Den did. They fell right into their trap and connector, pushing that smoke.
Nice flick. Taking down Nero. Right down to 7, however. Onto that B side just gets spammed down, if I believe. L, however, trying to walk out to shore. There's the little one-way here for Carson. Yeah, that's going to be converted. Very ratty position for Carson. Always such a slippery player to try and catch. And Vulcan continually fragging out. And that's the bomb down. Yes, I got it right this time, folks. Out towards long. Will be recovered, but there alone walking up to the A site. Solid headshot. He's also down very low, and Vulcan repositions onto Shane. And there will get dropped. Snakes Den, a dominant one. And that forces the eco out of Timbermen. Can this happen?
4 in a row. And a lot of damage done for Vulcan. 2 rounds prior. Does come crawling here. The dead is due, and Timbermen have to give over a bit of an eco here. Shane's gonna get that Galil inbound, as he did have way more money than the rest of his team. The rest of them stuck onto only Glocks. Glocks, as they say, and a Galil. This occasion, not a single bit of utility, so they're just forced to wait these mollies out.
All Glocks. Vulcan is going to push deep into spawn. This angle. He can get ran over here. This is a real concern, but it's also collateral. Still using the op in this one. Okay, he's going to lose that off.
Don't want to give that gun over, especially on a full Glock eco, right? That's the only cause for concern when you're really talking about this round. Maybe Shane can find us a couple more, but when you're up against 4 Glocks, giving them an op is the worst possible thing.
Destroyed, though. Mopping up Snav. Man advantage. Working for it. Nero Dare and Shane. Fight the troop. Brett. Gonna be 3 down. Almost 3. Shane very low. I don't think he has a shot at this one. 30 seconds. Gonna nab the off. You might want to throw that out of the map while you can. There you go. Garbage disposal there for Shane.
All out. Cause some concern on that economy. Shane drops another, man. He's getting away with.
If he gets his entry onto the A site clean, this round is. Oh, this round is on. 10 seconds. Carson, all he needs to do is just stay tucked. Just fine. Droid also just got the kill. Done and dusted. LGG Snakes Den. 15 to 12. But man, dude, that was just a Glock round.
Yeah, that's mission accomplished right there for sure. One of the likes of Timbermen, who did some great damage. They bring it down to only 2 players left standing. So you're kind of happy with that result. You know you've applied some pressure here. Still, though, I mean, there's no room for error. So if LGG drop it, it's over. Be going for buys for the rest of this game.
Moving out from the short pipe tunnel. Paps. Found air, taking licks of a molly. Carson wants to get a little bit inquisitive as well. A little bit of spam battles. and short. For now, it's just the Timbermen waiting. I'm gonna proceed into monster here, Cole.
There's already a strike.
More just a contact play than anything. They don't really have extended utility to throw. No mollies into barrel. Nothing to really throw in towards the pit. It's pretty much an empty-handed execute here.
All this has done is really show the amount of presence, but there's been no commitment. They baited out MBG's smoke here towards barrels. There isn't a molly, though, that can force him out of position, so he's still going to be relatively comfortable. Utility raining on in. Heaven smoke as well. And so it just needs to be shots hit from Timbermen.
That's what they're looking for. Entries. It's what they're good at. Let's be real. Air opens up. NBG to put on a hold here from the barrels. There's two amazing headshots. Fred holding out. Hero trades. Droid 1-2. Pushing out from the bridge. Spots both players, but Shane trades out. Timbermen close the map, and now they lead the series 2-1, despite the heroics coming in from many players of Snakes Den GG. They couldn't get it across the line.